It's the 11th of August, and in 2 days from now, Stormgate will be free to play. Until now, only paid backers could access the game early. Well, and a select few influencers such as myself who got the game for free in order to show off the game to the rest of you. Stormgate hasn't been an easy ride so far for Frost Giant, as there's been some criticism about various aspects of the game. But other people, they talk about how the gameplay in one-on-one in particular is quite fun. I'm gonna do a pretty open-eyed look at some of the gameplay of a little bit higher Stormgate level play. We're going to be watching a video of a friend of mine, uThermal, that I used to play StarCraft 2 with and against. uThermal is a very skilled StarCraft 2 player, and he's been playing a little bit of Stormgate, all the three various factions, including the one that I found a little bit difficult to pick up initially, but seems really cool. This is his playthrough with Celestials. In his video, Stormgate is now open to everyone. Has it improved enough? Let's take a look.
Infernal game, let's go to the final faction, the Celestials. Alright, we are playing Celestials against Vanguard. I think I know this guy's name. This guy is a Brood War player, I believe. Now, this is where I need to talk about balance a little bit. It feels a little weird to... oh yeah, this race is freaking insane.
I started watching this alone.
Forget about it.
And it was so funny, so I wanted to watch it together.
My main base flies, everything flies. This is the cheesiest race ever. A lot of people call this like... you know, the Protoss of this game, and it does have some similarities. Like you have power. What else is there? So it's incredibly cheesy, like incredibly cheesy. And I guess that's pretty much most. Oh, probably like the angelic design. That's probably the
yeah, so they're a little bit like Protoss, but they started with a flying unit, just like the Mothership Core back in Heart of the Swarm. And it's funny because he immediately flies it over to where an enemy could be. Every unit in Stormgate nowadays, every race in Stormgate nowadays, start with a scouting unit, which is just like Age of Empires. And you've got a Dark as the Vanguard, and then as the Infernals, you have some kind of Orc Shaman type of unit, ranged unit that has a spell, Eye of Kilrock, that I know from back in Warcraft 2. And then there's Celestials. They start with an Arc ship that can apparently attack.
Things that are similar to
Morph Core that can attack
from StarCraft 2. But what I wanted to say is that balance in this game so far has honestly been very bad, and that is something that you might say you shouldn't criticize in a game that's early. But once again, guys, this game is going to be open to everyone to play and watch, so the product that there is right now, that's what we
are judging.
You know, have to judge and criticize on, and then they can improve on it or not. But yeah, the balance so far in every iteration I've played on this game has been very bad, and that's a little worrying because that annoys me, and I'm sure some other people as well. Now, oh, I also have a scan early on, by the way. I think I might as well. Okay, so I think you should be here, yeah. Look, this is exactly what I meant with the early game stuff.
He's got a ranged unit.
My opponent does not have anti-air, and I have this in his base. Like,
what are you supposed to do?
He has to overcharge his building to make a barracks and then an anti-air thing. Wait, he's actually going to go for a rush himself. I guess I'll use the overcharge over here. Wait, he might try to actually kill this. Let's see. How do I build something over here? He's trying to bunker rush me, which is...
So the guy knew he's going to get rushed by a douchebag air unit that he cannot... He literally cannot attack uThermal's air unit. So he immediately scouts and rushes with half of his workers to go straight to the Celestial base in order to do some kind of bunker cheese. And uThermal turns on an overcharge that allows his main building at home to defend itself. But apparently that doesn't work against workers. So... he's just sitting there watching, unable to do anything about it. Meanwhile, the other guy is losing bobs, which are like SCVs, in his own base.
Pretty funny. Let's see. So he didn't actually go for a command center first. He went for a bunker rush, which is quite interesting. Wait. The overcharge does not attack workers, apparently? Oh, that is interesting. Okay, so, yeah, this is the kind of games that you get when you play this race. I am rushing him, and then he is... rushing me.
And now he's expanding in the middle?
That's just kind of what you do with this faction. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's how it freaking works. And now he has this. Wait, actually, can I fly this? I think I can fly this away. I can just fly this away. Look at this. Yeah, I would love to explain this to you guys, but it's just all my buildings fly. You can make stuff wherever you want as long as you have power, which is under this thing or next to a base as well. So once that finalizes, I'll be able to build them over here. And now I can just make a couple of these barracks type. Oh, I do need some power banks. Let's see. I'll make a power bank over here. Probably just another one over there.
So all the buildings just built by themselves.
I'm expanding within my.
None of the buildings are made specifically by workers. You just build them, and it has to be within range of one of your main buildings, I guess. So he's flying his main away, and he's got another main here that's just spawning this entire new base.
Who can rush me? I mean, I would love to be able to tell you guys that this is unusual, but it's not. This is just how this race works. This is like every single game with this freaking faction. I'm not even kidding. Every single game I play is something like this. It's actually.
It's so funny that like he's flying over here on the south of the minimap, and he sees another red building being made by the opponent.
Absurd, and. It makes it very hard to commentate because I don't even know what's going on. My opponent's building stuff over here. I think that was probably meant to be a bunker and not a supply depot, if I want to guess, but I'm not 100% sure. He's going to try to bunker rush me. I really didn't know that the overcharge doesn't attack workers, by the way. Should we try it again just to make sure?
No.
Or is that stupid? It's probably stupid. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'll just boost my production. I can do that as well. And I feel like I should be able to handle this just fine, but I suppose we'll find out. I think I'm going to send this one a little forward to make sure he doesn't get exos inside or lancers or whatever he's going to have.
This looks like an Overwatch character.
Now, this also gets periodically healed by the CC, by the way. Actually, I'm going to overcharge this because of the dog. Let's see, can I heal this? That'd be nice. There we go. So I'm going to get a couple of Argents out here, and I should be able to deal with this. My opponent did do...
By the way, at the beginning of this video, uThermal says that he turned off all voice lines from the announcer because he's so audio sensitive. I am too, by the way. He hated the voice line that goes, "Not enough Luminite. Not enough Luminite." He thought it was a bit too loud.
A pretty cool strategy, but
I
feel
turned it
like
all
it
off.
Probably is not going...
He started looking at his resource count to see if he has enough resources before making something, just so that he wouldn't trigger the sound, "Not enough Luminite." That was his initial workaround. So if he's trying to spend 150, he checks, 135. He waits until he's at 150, rather than spamming it like we usually do. Because he experienced it as an auditory punishment to hear that particular voice line because he doesn't like the quality and the loudness of it too much.
After all, like,
our forces are in battle.
He's spending a lot of money on this, right? Keep in mind, he had 1 million workers on my side of the map too. And now I'm just going to be able to cannon rush him from here. That's pretty much all this race does, by the way. You just cannon rush everyone, and I can make shield batteries and cannons and heal my units under...
Another Bob rush.
The freaking arc ship that I have over here, so it's pretty hard for my opponent to deal with. Now, it really seems like he wants to go for a big attack.
I feel like his units do very little damage.
I do have 5 guys. I should be able to kill that, right?
It looks like they
do. Kill that pretty fast.
It looks like they do a lot of damage to buildings because he killed that the sentry tower. He killed that pretty fast. But when attacking Bobs, the SCVs,
if I was
very
him,
little.
I would try to make it again. I can just kill it again, I believe. I do need to make sure to actually get something that has a little bit more firepower. It looks like I'm barely not going to be able to kill it. I did make a mistake by not having my arc ship in range. Like, that would have been very useful. Let's see, what am I going to build now? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to be killing his workers. These should not be dying too fast, but they are going to die at some point. Now, if my guys run out of energy, they become way weaker.
Marines.
So right now, these Argents are barely going to do any damage against the workers, as you can see, because they're just out of energy.
Of Argents.
Now, just to make sure that I keep targeting the workers.
uThermal is very good at speaking constantly while playing RTS. Not many can do that. And another one I can think of is the Viper. You're so right. The Viper and uThermal are examples of people that I watch that can do that, and I cannot do that.
It's gonna get upgraded Lancers from this. That's something that I have to be careful with. Like the upgraded Lancers or the... I keep forgetting what it's called. The Veterancy is gonna make those very strong. He's gonna lose another worker over there. I do have a heal available. Doesn't seem like it actually heals that much.
Yeah.
Now I think I can slowly start targeting this. I'm out of energy. Wait.
I feel like that buzzsaw that it shoots looks a little scuffed now. Like it travels and then it travels to the next. It doesn't look as good as a Huntress bounce. Like it's kind of meant to be like a Mythalisk Huntress bounce, but it's just like this goes here and then it flies. Look at it.
And now I think I can slowly start targeting.
It doesn't even reappear to travel to the next person in the same place.
It seems like it actually heals that much. And now I think I can
It goes in on the left side and then comes out at the right side of the unit.
Slowly start targeting this. I'm out of energy. Wait, that actually splashes so far.
Yeah.
You guys see the bounce on that? That is actually so freaking far. That is crazy. What the hell are you doing, guy? Come on, shoot that thing. Like,
Dude,
without energy,
super
my
tanky.
units are basically doing no damage. This is actually
These Argents seem like total shit, these units.
insane. Like, I need a power bank because my units are just not doing any damage. So he's going to attack me again with his workers. And that is going to be a little hard for me to deal with. He's going to make another bunker. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and make sure that I can deny his economy. I feel like that is the best thing I can do right now.
Energy
I'm
do
still
half
mining
damage.
a very decent amount. Let's see, I guess I'll just shoot this for a while. Not quite sure how effective that's going to be exactly, but I can.
But
make
he's
this
also
one as
not
well.
losing
That's
his
gonna
base
be
that
able
fast.
to transfer into a cannon later on. Let's see if I can target some of his workers. That would be nice. I mean, he still doesn't have a lot of workers out here. For some
But they still do very little damage, even with energy. Because the purple bar, I guess, is the energy. He's attacking this one. He did like 3 hits on it, and it still didn't die.
His worker is tier 2 veterancy, which just sounds insane to me, but I guess... Did he just repair enough or something?
No, I think he gave it veterancy with hero powers. You've got like the global powers and you can veterancy anything. But I didn't know you could use it on Bobs, because I used it on medics and units.
I don't know. Now I can upgrade this one. I should probably do that. I'm going to upgrade this one. That's going to turn into a cannon. That's going to be significantly stronger. Just going to make sure that I target the workers again. His main base is actually slowly suffering,
Half-life.
by the way. Like, his main base is slowly starting to die to my freaking triple Argent over here. Like, that is so random. He might not freaking pay attention to that, which would be hilarious. I mean, he's still not mining, really. And even though he's killing my Argents, I am still mining from a full base. In fact, I still have this thing that I could have landed this all the time, but I was so preoccupied trying to somehow explain what the hell was going on to you guys that...
The funny thing is, there's been double towers in his base for quite a while, or at least one, and he has not lost anything of value, just units.
I didn't actually ever get to land that, unfortunately. It looks like he might want to go back with the workers. My strike node is about to finish, so it's going to be shooting his buzzsaw cannon over here, as you can see. Now wait, can I overcharge against this thing now or not? No, I also can. Dude, I keep trying things and I keep failing because I'm just not sure. I think I'm gonna make another one of these.
If you have an overcharge for defense, shouldn't you be able to use it against towers and against workers? If you are able to get tower rushed, I understand why they don't have it do that. Otherwise, you could fly it to an enemy base and then do an aggressive overcharge where you kill their whole mining. So that's why they disabled it, but maybe the difference should be whether or not you can do so in your own base. It reminds me of the balance problems in Age of Empires 4, where the Mongol town center was able to be uprooted and then walked to the enemy base and then planted in the enemy base, and then it killed your entire economy. So they're trying to prevent that kind of cheese, which was pretty bad early days in Age of Empires 4, actually. But then later they added a rule that you couldn't deploy your Mongol town center too close to an enemy town center, something like that.
Next to that, let's see, he does have a lancer.
So that's maybe what they could do here too.
So he is mining at least a little bit.
Because now you can get tower
Now I
rush.
can't believe how harshly his workers have out-repaired the damage of my things. Like, I think that is actually pretty freaking crazy. So that one is gonna die now. You can tell he's still repairing his main base. Oh wait, look at this. Yes, I didn't even notice this. He put a worker in this, so it's a repair machine. Maybe that's why nothing is dying that he has.
It's
that
auto
is so
repair for
freaking
free.
Crazy. Actually, nothing is freaking dying because he has a repair machine that he can in turn
Oh,
repair.
that's so toxic. He's got an automatic buzzsaw tower and an automatic repair tower. And the repair tower repairs both the SCVs and the other bunker.
Which sounds freaking ridiculous, but that's what's going on right now. Like, I need to be able to kill this thing, but I simply haven't been able to. I
Wait,
think I'm
just
gonna bring
attack
these
the
guys
one that
back, maybe,
repairs.
so I can do like a little more
But then what if
damage.
he makes another?
Let's see if I can... Oh, I don't actually have it ready yet. Like, this cannon cannot shoot this thing yet. I want to kill the repair machine. If the repair machine dies, that's going to be so much better for us. There we go. The repair machine finally goes down. Now I should be able to target
repair doesn't
some
cost
of the
money in
workers
Stormgate.
finally.
That's crazy.
Oh, keep making sure
It
that
should.
the persons are actually mining from this. That was a little bit of a rough misclick by me. I guess now I'm gonna make another link node. He killed my power banks, so now I don't actually have energy to do stuff anymore. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the power banks in the fight. Luckily for me, I'm now also finally mining from that thing. Let's see, let's try to upgrade this link node to a strike node.
It seems like he held.
And it looks like we're finally freaking doing it, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys? It's actually so stupid. Like, I'm not kidding. This is like every game. It's just some form of this. Like, it's actually freaking
This
crazy.
type of game is quite
I think
fun.
I'm gonna make another
like
link
tower
node over
rushes.
here. Oh, I actually made that on accident. I was probably trying to build something else, but wait, that could have been. No, actually, it doesn't do enough damage. Like, it could have been smart, but I don't think that thing does enough damage to really make it worth it, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna start shooting the workers again. It looks like he's low on money, so his stuff might finally die for once. Let's see if he's gonna try to run away with this one. I'm out of energy again. Let's see if I can target the workers with my cannon. I'm trying to focus everything on one worker right now, and hopefully it's finally going to die.
It's so tanky,
if
dude.
If it dies, then he can repair the other worker,
He's
and
shooting
then
the
everything
worker
is finally gonna
like
fall, I believe.
15
There we
times.
go. And now, hopefully, I have enough freaking damage on my one cannon, or whatever it's called, my one strike node to freaking kill this. It looks like we do. Gonna make another power bank over here, and there we go. He does have an exo now, so his tech is actually pretty decent.
No.
He has a pretty good amount of units, but I can overcharge against this, finally. I feel like I've been trying to overcharge for ages, and now we finally can, which just feels great to me. And I do have to make another power bank over here. Oh wait, I can't target that thing apparently? I was trying to target it, but it didn't. So I'm not sure if I just failed really hard or if you can't.
He built it so
Maybe
fast.
Maybe it's possible that you can't. I'm not 100% sure, actually. This cannon is kind of popping up from downtown over here. He is
Dude, this makes me feel like Holy Roman Empire against Mongols in Age of Empires 4.
slowly going to be losing the war.
I can't tell which team each unit is on. I feel like that part is pretty obvious. Like, you've got blue against red. These all have red tones, and these are all blue. Isn't that pretty obvious?
My overcharge, or my mothership core thingy, is also still working. Let me make sure to keep targeting the workers. I do have enough power banks now. I'm going to do a double overcharge over here. That's going to be pretty painful for him. I can probably target that one exo over there. That's going to be a pretty nice kill. I didn't even know you get veterancy on the workers by repairing stuff, by the way. Like, that's...
Are you actually getting veterancy on workers by repair, or is he just using the god power? It would be... I guess it makes sense that veterancy would come from repairing.
Pretty freaking crazy. Now, I don't even know how many freaking workers this guy has anymore, because he's had more workers consistently than I thought. That bunker is going to fall. And
I mean, I already
thought 3 times that we have won this game, and sometimes I thought we lost, so like, what do you guys want me to say? Do you guys know what's going on? I don't. I really do not.
He said every game is like this with
a sentry post.
With Celestials.
He really had a surprising amount of workers all this time, right? I wonder if he had something else going on.
You get XP locally
like
from enemy deaths? Oh, really? So if a sentry tower kills these units, these Argents or Ardents, the Bobs get experience?
Throughout all of this, like, did he maybe take my base at some point? Like, I would be surprised if he had the money for it, but just based on the stuff he has...
The workers soak XP from units dying near them. Oh, wow. That's a pretty fun mechanic for Vanguard. But only they have it, right?
I feel like he must have had something going on. I guess it is possible that he does have... Oh, he did find my... yeah, I mean, that's probably going to die. That's fine. I don't think he was really going to add too much over here, to be honest.
What's the arc ship going to do here? Oh!
Buildings over here.
Yeah.
So I can keep attacking.
He's also making cannon towers.
The range on that's crazy.
It's a reverse tower rush.
Really kill that. So I have to be quite careful here. We have to assume that our opponent's economy is better than ours.
Workers that are leveled, they have more HP, I suppose. I wonder if they become better at repairing, better at attack damage, and better at building things or mining things.
Now, I'm basically just making 3 barracks Argent. What's it actually called? A creation chamber. 3 racks Argent. And... I have no idea whether that's going to be good enough.
He's not bothering to gather the secondary resource at all. It's just a mineral-based cannon rush.
To be honest, like, I do have this thing upgrading, which is going to be incredibly helpful. I don't know what the range on that thing... Okay, we found the range. There we go. Yeah, I think we found it, guys. Let's see. Maybe I can make this. I should be able to deny this from going up. I think we're just attacking it with a couple of homies over here. There we go. He does have a decent army, it seems like.
This is fun,
though. I feel like I
should
be able to actually target this down. I don't think there's enough workers over here, guys. Yeah. Like, this felt greedy, but I don't think he had enough workers over here, so that is going to fall.
I'm very surprised how well uThermal can play, even though he is clearly not very familiar with the race yet.
Those exos, that would be nice. Oh, he has another bunker behind. Let me try to target that one. That exo falls, that lancer falls, and that is quite good for us. I think I'm going to slowly start creeping up. Need to make sure you always have energy on these guys. If you ever run out of energy,
You think
the attack is...
units are so neutrally colored? The HP bars are so unnecessary? HP bars unnecessary. Notice they don't all have an HP bar. I think it's only the ones either that he has selected or the ones that are missing health. And it's probably a setting. You could probably turn them off if you wanted to. I don't agree they're unnecessary. In my opinion, the HP bars are team player colored. They are blue. And they use a gradient of missing blue to show a gradient of health missing. You see how like this guy has a little bit of health missing and there's a gradient of blue missing over here. I personally find that not good looking. In Warcraft Reforged, there is a setting to also do team player colored HP bars, but I much prefer everyone having green, even though you lose some team color identity, like I'm blue, you're red. Everyone has an HP bar that's green, and then it gradually goes to orange, yellow, red, and deep red as the unit gets more hurt, which gives you a color-based representation of a unit if a unit is doing well. So clearly, this unit is not doing well. He's nearly dead, but he's still blue. But he has very little blue, and the ones that are doing well have a lot of blue. But in Warcraft, it tells you the story in two ways, which is via missing health fill, like the color isn't filled, and then also via the color changing to the color that we humans naturally associate with danger, which is red. I like that. I think it's visually much more pleasing than just bars of blue like this. I also like that it's a setting in Warcraft so that other people can choose their team colored bars, which will give them more visibility for their own preference if they cannot recognize what's your unit, what's my unit. I know which unit is which.
Just it's super weak, so you need to be super careful.
Without that health bar, you wouldn't be able to distinguish which player is who. In Warcraft, you can, in my opinion. In Stormgate, I also feel like the colors are different enough, blue and red. But I will say that I guess the colors are slightly more stylized, realistic, rather than cartoonishly bright and contrasted. So this is a muted color of red, and this is a muted color of blue on their shirts. And therefore, it is not as obvious as it could be. But it's obvious enough to me. But you guys think there's too much gray? Maybe. The gray concrete on these buildings. I mean,
Okie dokie.
It's all gray and red, I guess, right? There's no other colors than gray and red, pretty much. You got a little bit of green here, a little bit of green. There could be more color, but the danger is if you use different colors that are normally beholden to team colors, then you really get confusion. By using gray or gold as the filler color, you're able to let the team color stand out more. So this is definitely something that needs a lot of design and art direction. I don't like how the units look or the health bars, they get washed out. There is, of course, a little bit of a compression issue here, right? Because I'm watching uThermal on 1080p. He streamed it on Twitch, then downloaded it, uploaded it to YouTube. It got compressed. I watched it. Then you watch me. So, and then later I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So there is some compression that's not 100%, how it's going to look for real.
Yeah, that thing has a crazy freaking range, by the way. Holy. I think I can probably build this guy. I do have a lot of power. His exos are a bit exposed here. They do have slightly more range than my things, it looks like.
I'm also aware that there's a lot of staunch defense of Stormgate going on, as well as disappointed attacking or hating. And I want to say that I think criticism is allowed, and even harsh criticism is allowed. And I think part of the reason people feel more fired up about it, and even I feel a bit fired up about it, is because the expectations were set so high. By comparing it to StarCraft 2, by making it seem like StarCraft 3 or Warcraft 4 a little bit, expectations were super high. They've really involved the community in building hype as well. So the community feels like it's not just a crowdfunded budget, partially, which it partially is. It's also a crowdfunded marketing initiative. And therefore, anyone that feels disappointed by any aspect of the game is going to feel relatively passionate about it. So people that have liked Stormgate so far, that wanted to succeed, they get mad at the haters. But most people aren't haters just for fun because they want a conduit for their hatred. They're actively disappointed by the progress so far about one element or the other, be it art, state of readiness, some monetization skerfuffles, or the sound design or the identity of the game so far. This is why people are kind of fighting, but we're fighting against each other right? two different sides is fighting against each other, and there's a bit of tribalism and so on. But I think we should allow both the criticism, and we should also allow people that do enjoy it to enjoy it. So that's why I'm just kind of looking here. What's the gameplay like? I'm not looking to like dive neck deep into that particular debate.
Let's see. Can I kill one of those? Oh, one of those. That's nice. Probably gonna get another one because he went a little bit too far forward there. Exactly. Maybe a little too far forward again. Gonna be able to target these couple down. There we go. A couple more exos. I'm out of energy, I think, on a lot of these. That's why I'm not doing a lot of damage right now.
There's so little damage with no energy.
He has another bunker up here, and that is going to be very, very
I think big problem people forget is early access. Yeah, but in early access, of course, is to receive feedback. I think people feel overloaded with the responsibility of giving feedback to something that still seems to be missing so much. So I think many people don't forget it's early access, but they feel overloaded with the pressure of being part of the early access crew that has to give feedback on like 30 people on 30 different things. So it's cool to give a couple of feedback to alleviate some beauty errors. But if there is some major problems, as people see it, multiple major problems, then people are going to feel very stressed about it because they're like, oh, so, unless we repeatedly point out all the important things, then it's not going to get fixed, right? Right? Because this is how far we got so far, and how much longer do you need to fix it? And you're asking for more money in this way, and this way, and this way. So maybe you have some money issues. So we need to pay and give feedback for how long? Months, years, in order to get it to what we think it should be. This is why people feel pressure and disappointment as well. So I don't think people are forgetting that it's early access and that they are speaking their mind as if the game is finished. I think almost no one is forgetting that, actually.
Sergeant's down here. Wait, that is in range? How is that in range? Oh, man. This is somehow really stupid and really tense at the same time. I think I'm just gonna try and do something here. This sucks for us. I really don't want that to die, but I don't think we really have a choice here. I think I'm just gonna try and target this one down. I know it's gonna be very painful, but I think
very
we will
painful.
just have
it's not
to,
worth it.
Otherwise we're gonna be in too much trouble here. There we go. And now I'm gonna get my own bunker thingy up close enough. Should be able to... Can I shoot that thing? I'm not quite sure. It's really shocking how much range that thing actually has, right? Let's see, do a little bit of damage on that. We're gonna be able to kill the habitat at least. Can I kill that? Not quite. I can maybe. Fast, huh? Not bad.
So I'm just fast forwarding like 10 minutes, and he's still cannon rushing the guy.
Good damage to begin with. Oh, he doesn't. I would actually love to run by. I don't have an overcharge yet. So
just keeps going.
Have the Argent. Yeah, I should be able to kill all of these workers.
Those look like really cool units. They look like banelings.
Is he going to save him with the overcharge?
Look at how these units move.
There's anything I can do here. Probably going to be able
drones
to kill...
from Star Wars.
Yeah, I should be able to kill all of these workers, actually. He does have the overcharge.
Are they like
Is he going to save him with the
Age of
overcharge? The
Empires with
overcharge can
AoE?
even save him against Kreese, apparently. He does... Oh, man, the Exo's coming out in time as well. His buildings or his units are already
That looks like
here.
a Wraith.
Now, I'm going to be able to kill most of these, but I'm not quite sure if I can kill enough. Like, I don't have power right now, so I can't
Those
even
look
overcharge
so much like
my
Wraiths.
buildings
You see these two Stingrays here?
if I wanted to. Now, let's see. I think the workers should be fine. I'm killing a lot of these with my Argents, though, but I think his main army is still going to be uncontested, and that is going to be it for
GG.
the final game.
He lost. So that was pretty interesting and funny. I wanted to see one other as well. There's WTii's Stormgate video where he shows a little bit of the campaign. This
Looks
is a pretty
like you
good
could
video
use a
too.
hand.
Let's check this out. We'll watch a few minutes of this. Did the unit disappear?
Use a hand.
Or he died? Oh, he's full life. Well, you let him die.
Yes! Oh my gosh, what is this? What happened to this guy? Baked bean, man. I'm assuming that's a glitch. It's not supposed to look like that. I feel like I should come out the game and go back in and then see if it like loads it properly. Pay $20 to unlock textures. Anyway, let's see if he's fixed. Ah! I know it's early access, but come on. You can't have that. Just don't even show it. Oh, that is supposed to look like that. Gorlock, what happened to you, bruh? They've just chucked you into a tub of Vaseline. Hello, my name is Witty. Welcome to my first impressions video for Stormgate. This game has got off to a rocky start, and for those that have played it, you know why. For those that haven't, continue watching and you'll see. If you enjoy this, please do give the video a like. It helps me a lot. And if this video gets
All right, I got
500
you.
likes, I'll make a Stormgate review video that goes into more detail. Let's get back into the video and see more of my initial reactions to playing Stormgate. Takes a long time to get back into it though, and load. Something's happening now. There you go. Oh, blimey.
Major says not to let anyone through. Looks like you could use a hand.
I am really playing on hard mode now. I can't see anything. Is this a mutator? Look, he's losing his health. Oh, there we go. I can't save him though. Oh, is he gonna make it? Oh, he didn't make it.
Let me patch you up.
He couldn't see anything.
And then he's saying he wants to patch me up. Worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Understood.
Hey, it does look a bit like it, huh?
Let's go.
Understood.
I am ever at her.
This guy is 100% muscle mass. He had literally not a morsel of fat on his body. Skip leg day though. He can't even unflex because his muscles are just permanently flexed.
The resistance. Good.
So the clickable voice lines for the characters aren't great. She has a better one where she swears at you.
Let's talk about all the exciting ways in which you can right off.
Jesus.
Not enough luminite.
I don't like that noise.
Luminite.
Oh, that's the noise that uThermal didn't like. Brr, brr.
Not enough luminite.
I don't like that noise.
Luminite.
Brr, brr.
Volume is all over the place as well, yeah.
Why wait?
Construction. Construction. Construction complete. Upgrade. Upgrade.
This reminds me of the Austin Powers film. You know? Evacuation complete. Evacuation complete.
Upgrade complete.
Structure created.
Oh, he's going back to the fans.
Capture point contested.
Now I'm trying to think, how is it supposed to sound like? Because I know it's not supposed to sound like that when you're finishing many buildings, but how do other games do it? It makes you appreciate when it doesn't sound like that, but I don't know how it actually should.
Capture point contested.
Under attack.
Alan, under attack. We've got to protect Alan.
You're supposed to do a timer, right? StarCraft 1 just stacked the voice lines. Yeah, I think that sounds better. Maybe you stack it and then you could like mute the ones underneath, like the earlier ones, so that there's like a volume difference maybe. Building, complete building, instead of like but.
Alan.
More audio options are needed, such as toggling on and
Yes.
off narrator announcements.
Yes.
Let's roll. Go, go, go.
That delivery there. Go, go, go. Like what?
Intruder.
You sure you couldn't do that again? I'm not so sure on her voice acting. There's just a little nuance
Her body proportions are a little strange too. She looks like a toy.
there. It feels like it's missing on some of the anger in her voice. Like the disdain she has for something.
I feel like, I don't know. I know there's like stylized art and all that, but in nowadays age, can't you just use AI to mock up a better form as well? Like I feel like this is the time where a better looking character model has never been easier.
Some things.
She has really short legs, oversized arms, small head actually, and very stiff hair.
I'm not going to tell you twice. She'll say it like that. She should say it more like, I'm not going to tell you twice. There just needs to be a little bit more up and down when she says the lines.
You do that. And when you're done, find yourself a different crew.
Copy that.
I can't get... It feels... What she did... They're not flat enough to be badly voice acted. I just feel like the direction...
Is he saying she's a bad actress? Is this what it means?
doesn't sound right. The tone of how she's speaking. It's like the audio version of Uncanny Valley, yeah. Whoa.
And move out. The rest
Flashbang.
of you head south and clear out the camp. Go on. Move. Do as he says.
Everything kind of looks like a toy in this.
Take them out. All of them. Good point. Tell us what we want to know.
His editing
Maybe
is
you'll
funny.
survive it. Took him where?
I don't know.
I don't know why all the females look like dwarfs in this game.
That is the power of a female dwarf.
I think these guys are stuck. So they can't get out. Getting a bit stuck here.
Allies are under attack.
Who's this? He's stuck in my buildings. Go, workers, go. Oh, my hero's stuck again. Right click.
Allies are under attack. Construction complete.
I felt like the pathfinding was pretty good when I tried it, but like in big blobs, sometimes the units are a little dumber, like they have a bit of Dragoon Goliath energy. And sometimes even Warcraft 3 units seem smarter, but Warcraft 3 also has a lot of AI bugs, especially when it comes to walls. It's not that easy to code, actually. But this was supposed to be the best part.
Complete.
Left, right, left.
This shouldn't be happening. So the game is telling him there's space, but his collision is telling him there's not. So instead of going around, he can't get there.
Shoving up.
What's this guy doing? He doesn't want to build?
Allies are under attack.
Come on. What are you doing? You want to build it or not?
Invalid location. Allies are under attack.
Wow. 3 are not building it.
Oh, you really have to
What?
babysit how they
But this-
sort of...
This is not good. Look at these two.
Oh, you really have to babysit how they sort of behave.
Walking into
Otherwise
each
that
other.
pathing gets you
You could
hard.
literally just go around.
Construction complete.
That sounded wrong. That's by far the best character.
Our forces are in battle.
That voice line can get fucked.
Ally.
And then AI could read it. He just moved again. Who's telling you to move? Why is this guy moving? Why did they move? They've done it again.
There's mice on the
Randomly
mice.
moving. I didn't tell them to do it. Hey, it's not all bad, right? There are positives too. For example, I like the Vanguard ranking system for units that improves them the longer they stay in combat. Probably because it's like the Warcraft 3 hero system that
Yeah.
grants the unit levels as they gain experience. Basic one has 240 health. This upgraded one has 288 health. He gets 48 health, 10% weapon damage, plus 5 armor. I like that. I like the units leveling up. It's a shame it's for Vanguard unit and heroes only and not
Yeah.
universal, as you miss out on that feeling of getting invested in your unit progression when playing the other races. The gameplay responsiveness is smooth and fluid. Yeah, there is like 0 turn rate sometimes. For gameplay, I think it's okay, but it will probably look a bit weird. That's pretty good. A little indication of the spells that are being used, so you know when to pull back and such. You can see in the minimap the boss coming, so that's good. This is nice. Indicating your objectives as you play through the campaign.
I like this
level.
campaign screen.
Buffs for the characters are nice, but if there are more than a few, then they won't all be displayed at all times,
But there's
unless
space.
hovering over the icon, despite there seemingly being room.
Our
Oh, they
forces
attack each
are
other.
under
You can
attack.
pull the enemy into the neutral creep camp so they can interfere
Allies
with each
are
other.
under
That's pretty
attack.
cool. Nah, we're gonna die.
Nice try, but you
But I like that despite losing the primary mission objective, sometimes you have a short window for a last desperate attempt to still get a win. Come on.
I never won this one, but I played too
Yeah.
difficult.
to attack.
The cinematics and in-game cutscenes are hit and miss, but I do like the attempts at
This is interesting because these buildings here are actually
The
gorgeous.
cinemat-
I think this is the most beautiful cinematic I've seen on Stormgate. These buildings, maybe they're not. I mean, I don't like see windows and doors in them and stuff, so they feel more like structures that aren't being lived in.
cinematics and in-game
But the walls and the buildings here, this looks pretty good.
cutscenes are hit and miss.
Look, this too. This looks like terrain in Baldur's Gate or Divinity, and maybe a little bit less detail, but overall quite good.
But I do like the attempts at creating atmospheric environments. I quite like the environment. The wind gusting through, big skyscrapers.
Construction.
Very cartoony, simplistic, but it's still trying to drive an atmosphere. But the detail is a little low on these cars. On ultra setting, I would say that the ground doesn't look as high res as it could do. Some of the music's pretty
Actually,
great.
Warhawks, ready up. We're 5 out and still no contact.
Okay. Yeah, there's no animations to the mouth when they're talking. The game is free to play, which means it needs to monetize its content, such as paying for heroes and campaigns, which the developers are currently having a hard time striking.
Yeah, they have a hard time pleasing the people that have backed, because some people backed the Kickstarter for $100 or $400, and then they bought the game Ultimate Deluxe Edition for $60. And then, according to a post on the Reddit of Stormgate today, there was a review from a German reviewer that looked into it. They saw that in the frequently asked questions, the Ultimate Deluxe Edition was supposed to offer you full day one access, but then there was a $10 hero that you had to buy in order to play something off the campaign. And then they journalistically approached Frost Giant to check why that was the case. And then instead of replying to comment, Frost Giant allegedly changed the frequently asked questions section that said that you're going to get the hero on day one. So that doesn't feel like super great for people that have invested a lot. It's 12 campaign missions, 6 are available, $60. The co-op commanders are $10 each, leaves $30 for 6 missions, each of which is 20 minutes. So you get 2 hours of campaign for 30, and then 3 half-baked co-op characters with a cycle of 6. So it's not that people are forgetting it's early access. It's that right now they didn't get their money's worth yet. They feel like this is why people are feeling a little bit burned. And so it's up to Frost Giant to try and restore that faith, to give good content to people that are only interested in single player, not in multi.
In a good balance of fairness with their player base. Personally, I'd rather pay a flat sum and then you get what you get, but that's me. Con is
like I've heard it said before. Usually, when the fan base gets angry or disappointed, you're always just one step away from restoring faith if you deliver something really, really cool. I think that's also the note I want to end this video on. If you deliver something really cool and you show change in the areas that has been most lamented, for instance, Amara suddenly looks way better, right? So if you give your financial backers what they were hoping for, and you change a couple of things that can restore faith, and you make a really fun gameplay elements in one-on-one multiplayer, you still have a chance to earn back a lot of confidence and trust and players in your game. The world is still watching, hasn't turned their back on the game yet. So while there's many points of critique, and that I also feel, there's a couple of good things as well. Some people are enjoying the game quite a bit. You see some ex-SE2 players playing it. You may have noticed I'm not spamming the game. I'm waiting for it to get a little better on various fronts. I think in particular the audio issues for me are a big thing. Graphically, I think I wished for more but could accept. But especially the poorer balance of audio gives me quite a, let's say, a break on wanting to unleash my passion on it. And then I'm just going to wait and see how it develops as well. But yeah, let me know what you think, and hope you enjoyed watching this. Now on to play some Mechabellum.